Today, I want to share a story with you all about a company called Bubble, which is a visual programming tool that allows anyone to build a custom, complex website without writing or even seeing a single line of code. Now, some tech enthusiasts will think that Bubble is just too good to be true, especially considering that many platforms have tried and failed to deliver code-free website building. But I'm reliably informed that this platform truly works, and an experienced Bubble user can actually build a web app in similar complexity to Airbnb in about 1 week. And to prove just how easy Bubble has made it for the average person to build a custom and complex website, one of their users decided to try and build a clone of Twitter, and this is what put them on my radar. And they successfully cloned Twitter in only 4 days using the Bubble platform. And I'll add the link to the blog post that accompanies this episode over on my website at techblogwriter.co.uk, just so you can kind of visualise and see what I'm talking about here. But enough spoilers from me, let's get him on the show. So buckle up and hold on tight as I beam your ears all the way to New York so we can speak with Emmanuel Strashnov, founder of Bubble. So a massive warm welcome to the show. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
Sure. So my name is Emmanuel Strashnov, and I'm founder of a startup based in New York called Bubble that basically empowers people to program without writing code. It's something that people have tried to do for years, but people still teach code at schools. And so we think we should have our shot at that. And we've been doing that for quite a while, actually. So it's 6 years now. So even though we're still a startup, it's fairly established. And that's what I'm doing full time. Personally, I'm originally from France, as I guess people can hear because of my accent. But I've been away from France for actually 13 years now. I moved right after college to Asia for 4 years. I was working consulting in China and then came to the United States for my MBA. And it's through the school I was at. So I did my MBA at Harvard, and I met through the school network my co-founder who had graduated earlier from college from Harvard, Josh. And we decided to partner on Bubble in 2012.
Fantastic. And like you said a few moments ago there, Bubble actually allows anyone to build and host web applications without writing a single line of code. And users start off with a blank canvas that I believe that they can then create web pages and drag and drop features which allow users to easily resize maps, text boxes, images, and so much more. But can you tell me a little bit more about exactly what Bubble is and the kind of problems that you're solving for everyday users?
So Bubble is basically two things. It's a visual programming tool. So that's the part you just described. So it's very much, it looks like, PowerPoint in many ways, where you design your application. Our whole mission is to make programming as easy as using PowerPoint and Excel. That's really what we're trying to do. And so the interface is not like PowerPoint, but that's a similar spirit. So if you're familiar with those tools, it would be fairly easy to get familiar with the Bubble interface very quickly. So that's one thing that Bubble is. The second thing that Bubble is the part that you don't see, but that is even more important, is that it's a platform that runs the application. Because if we tell people that they can build things without writing code, it's not to tell them afterwards, well, now you're done, so now you have to set up your own servers. So we take care of that automatically. And so that actually takes way more time from us than the editor, is making sure things work at scale. And so the problem we're solving for people, well, is basically like today building custom software, except if you work at a large company that has huge budgets or a technical startup with some technical people, like some engineers, you're basically out of luck if you need to build something. It's that's why, people try to do outsourcing, and it's very painful most of the time. Like most people have a pretty bad experience, or you need to learn how to code. So very practically, our users can be, trying to start a company, but they're not technical themselves, and they don't want to spend like $100,000 to get their product off the ground. Or a small business owner that needs to build some custom solution to, manage his inventory, or automate his invoicing system, or all these things. And you would have to go to a local development shop, and that would cost him a fortune to do that. And also the problem is that you pay a fortune to get your product, but then 6 months later, your business flow has changed because, things change. And now you need to go back to the first shop that did you that and ask them for a new iteration, which is going to cost you even more. So you can't evolve the platform, the product, but you need to work as fast as your business changes. And so we're really solving problems for those two people. It's actually pretty wide, because when I say people that want to start companies and are not technical, can be, a student doing a side project. Like a lot of our users are not necessarily full-time working on their product, and they use that also as a way to try something on the side before they quit a job to be full time on their startup.